Yayoi Kusama was born in 1929 in Matsumoto, Japan, to a conservative family. Kusama was the youngest of four in an abusive and stifling household. At the age of 10, she began experiencing vivid hallucinations. As a therapeutic outlet, she began to draw to help her control her anxiety. In 1957, with the support of her benefactor, Georgia O'Keeffe, Kusama moved to the U.S. In 1958, Kusama settled in New York City, where she began to create her infamous nest paintings and groundbreaking installations. In 1973, while continuing to suffer from acute anxiety, Kusama made the decision to return to Japan for her mental health. In 1977, Kusama decided to admit herself to a psychiatric hospital for treatment for her hallucinations and anxiety disorders. Though still residing in the treatment center in Japan, Kusama is still an active artist that is embraced worldwide. Since 1965, Kusama has produced 20 distinctive mirrored rooms. They've ranged in scale from full-size rooms to small peep show chambers. Today we will be taking a look at just some of these impressive installations. In 1965, Kusama created her first mirrored room installation, Phallus Field. Kusama covered the room's floor in hundreds of upright, soft phallic plushies stitched together from red and white polka dot cotton fabric. Her intent was to create a space in which people could walk barefoot through the phallus meadow, becoming one with the work and experiencing their own figures and movements as part of the sculpture. Kusama transformed these symbols of human sexuality into a humorous polka-dotted field. In this piece, Kusama's phobias and fears towards sexuality and sex are exposed in a playful manner. In 1966, Kusama created her next infinity mirror room, Love Forever. Instead of entering the mirrored room itself, viewers were invited to peep into the space through two small window cutouts. Through these windows, the viewer would see the hexagonal mirrored interior. Colored bulbs lined the ceiling, pulsing in specific geometric patterns. In addition to the lights, the space was filled with music from the Beatles, adding to the sensory experience. Kusama even hired an electrical engineer to install the piece so that it would intermittently spell out the words love and sex. Kusama used popular culture like pop songs to suggest ways of questioning the often assumed heteronormative definitions of love and longing. For her, this was a way of making a political position. In 1998, Kusama revisits her trademark motif of polka dots with her installation, Dots Obsession. In Dots Obsession, Kusama uses her trademark polka dots and mirrors while incorporating huge, amorphous, inflatable objects into the installation. Her continued motif of reflection is present not only in the continuation of the balloon's red and white polka dot pattern on the gallery's walls, floor, and ceiling, but in the infinite effect created by the floor-to-ceiling mirrors. In this installation, Kusama attempts to create for the viewer what the hallucinations she suffered as a child appeared to her as. Kusama created 3 separate infinity mirror rooms all about her Dots obsession between 2007 and 2013. In these installations, Kusama suspended vinyl balloons, installed a large balloon mirrored dome room, and a peep-in mirror dome. The polka dot holds lots of symbolism to Kusama. The polka dot holds the form of the sun, signifying masculine energy, the source of life. The polka dot has the form of the moon, symbolizing the feminine principle of reproduction and growth. Polka dots suggest multiplication to infinity. Even our Earth to Kusama is just one dot among millions of others. Kusama wanted viewers to forget themselves in polka dots, to lose themselves in the ever-advancing stream of eternity. In 2009, Kusama creates the Infinity Mirrored Room, Aftermath of Obliteration of Eternity. Viewers step into the room and stand on a central platform. Within the room are golden lanterns, flickering and shimmering, creating a pattern of light that contrasts with the seemingly endless void of mirrored black space. In less than a minute, however, all the lights disappear and the cycle starts anew. Kiyosama has described obliteration as a lead to nature, to a world free of social conventions and hindrances. In this space, Kiyosama explores the experience of death and the potential of the afterlife. This installation seems to have possible links to the Japanese tradition Toro Nagashi, a ceremony in which paper lanterns are floated down a river to guide spirits back to their resting places. The ceremony often commemorates the victims of the atomic bombs. In 2013, Kusama creates Infinity Mirrored Room, the souls of millions of light years away. Viewers enter the space one at a time to stand on a platform set over a shallow reflecting pool. All around them hangs jewel-toned LED lights that flicker in a rhythmic pattern from the mirrored ceiling in a way that seems to suspend both time and space. The lights are linked to an automated timing mechanism that controls their pulsation. The viewer is able to observe multiplications of their own image from all geometrically conceivable angles. The viewer becomes integral to this work as their body becomes a part of the environment while simultaneously vanishing into the infinite space. This visit is limited to 45 seconds, which is long enough for them to snap a selfie to add to the infinity of images produced in the space. In this space, we again see Kusama's contemplation of the inevitability of death, all the while creating a space for visitors to contemplate their own existence, the passage of time, and their relationship with the world beyond them. In 2016, Kusama created the Infinity Mirrored Room, All the Internal Love I Have for the Pumpkins. Within the space, the viewer is transported to a place of fairy tales and fantasy, and yet again, their time is limited to a mere 45 seconds. The room is a mirrored chamber with a series of 62 yellow gourds covered in black polka dots, one of Kusama's frequently used symbols. During her youth, Kusama's family cultivated and sold plant seeds for a living, sparking her love for pumpkins. She has always had a love for pumpkins in their humorous shape, warm feeling, and their human-like quality and shape.